Starting up. There it is. All right. Welcome home, Bitcoin Truth Seekers. It is Tuesday, December 17th, 2019. It's 7:53 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Okay, this morning, Bitcoin is dumping. Bitcoin down 4.8% in the last 24 hours. We're coming in at 6,789. We've broken the important $7,000 psychological level pretty well. We are below that. So, heading downwards, looking at the market, it's a pretty red market. Of course, there are some coins that are making money today, but maybe not a lot of them. Ethereum down almost 10%, 9.36%, and Litecoin down 9.66%. XRP coming in at 8.74% down at 19 cents. So, market this morning, red, taking a dump. All right. Regardless, let's start where we always start. With the Dow Jones Industrial Average, well, it is starting with a positive MACD and a green candle this morning. Continuing an uptrend, S&P 500, okay, it's very early in the day. We're seeing a red candle, but the MACD is positive. And also on the daily, the Russell 2000 Index starting today with a red candle, but MACD is positive. So, in general, we're seeing a continued uptrend in America's markets. All right, this I found interesting today. Tether into Bitcoin at 1.89 billion, Tether into Ethereum at 1.53 billion. Usually we only have about 500 million Tether into Bitcoin, into Ethereum. So this is definitely a bump. I saw this starting yesterday. So people are buying the Ethereum dip, that's for sure. So anyhow, we are seeing a nice amount of Tether into the market as Bitcoin is dumping. People are buying that dip. Bitcoin market cap is 122 billion. That sucks, but the real volume is at 407 million. Like I say, always need to have at least 300 million for a mediocre day, and we're at 407 million today, even with this big dump. So it appears that people are, rather than running, I think maybe they are buying, or they could be selling. Hard to tell, but regardless. Definitely seeing some volume, a low market cap, but we can definitely say that we're seeing 1.89 billion into Bitcoin and Tether, and extraordinarily 1.53 billion into Ethereum. So there's money moving around. All right, Bitcoin dominance today at 69%. Will we see 70? It's a big last 2 days. Yesterday and today. Yesterday was a green candle. Today is another, so far, shaping up to be a big green candle. So that Bitcoin dominance is growing quickly as it's dumping. So be watchful if you're trading alts. What can we say about the price action? Well, as we can see, on the daily, Bitcoin's been going downhill for a while, downwards channel. We're well below this white line here is the 200 moving average. So, and the super copy indicator EMAs are all rolled red and have been for a while. So on the daily, we are trending down. The MACD this morning has turned negative. It's been working on it. So negative MACD. I'll just reference that a good number of traders out there do trade Bitcoin in and out on the MACD, crossing on the daily. So this cross might actually be exasperating the dump a bit. Hard to tell. It's speculation on my part saying that, but it is a common place people trade in and out of Bitcoin. So it would not surprise me if people are moving some of their stash out. Even the hodlers. I found good number of hardcore Bitcoin hodlers who do trade some of their stash in and out on daily MACD crosses. All right, 4-hour chart. Why I'm looking at this is, okay, so we're dumping this morning, and as we can see, we have these support levels that were both support and resistance in the chart, and support and resistance, or I should say support via buy-sell volume on the VPVR. So BPVR over here showing buy-sell volume, and then of course around 8,000 we do have a lot of buy-sell volume, and we have previous support resistance in the chart, and then around 7,000 to 7,200 as I'm seeing we do have buy-sell volume. We also have support resistance in the chart, but we have gone below that into no man's land. Really, the next place to catch us is 5,200. Do I have a buy order there? Yes, but not financial advice. This is just what I'm doing. I'm thinking out loud. Will we go that low? Hard to tell. Some see some support around 6,400. We shall see. I'm trying to get to too surgical, too precise, because this really is the daily view, and we're just checking out what's happening on the daily. On the daily, we are continuing a downwards channel, and today is definitely so far a red candle with a MACD turning negative. The 4 hours shows, well, I mean, we do have a lot of support. It catches at 5,200, and that would be the last place I'd want to see this go to, but it could happen. So with that said, looking at the 2 hour for immediate price action, we can see in the VPVR that we have built up some nice buy-sell volume here around 69 or 6,800, but of course we've just dropped below that this morning. And if we do look right around this 6,800 mark, or I should say right about, we're down here at the 64, well, we were hanging out there at 68, 69, so say like 69 to 6,800 or so in here, or 6,700 to 6,900, however you want to look at it. We did have, like I say, some previous support resistance in the chart, and definitely some VPVR volume had piled up there, but we're below that. So we are making a little bit of VPVR volume where we're at now at around 6750. So we shall see how it goes. If we do look at the 2 hour, this is the 2 hour chart, of course, we can see the MACD is dismal. It's definitely crossed negative. So, well, anyhow, we are just simply continuing our downwards channel with a bit of an extra dump this morning. We shall see where it bounces. Breaking news. Other than Bitcoin dumping this morning, this is a video that I'll link to in the show notes. This is by VP. This is a different take on cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. This is the view from a traditional trader. I have been a member of blockchain education for over 2 years, and it has been a huge factor in my success as a crypto trader. Click on the link in the description and you will be attached to an amazing fat discount that will not last forever, that discount. Really, the platform is growing quite quickly, and get the discount while you can, get that locked in. With that said, watch this infomercial and you will learn a lot about blockchain education. Once you sign up, you can watch hours of video on the blockchain education method. You can sit back, chill, and learn a method that absolutely works. And with that said, it isn't like it's a couple of videos that are years old. No, new videos are constantly being made as the community asks for more knowledge. So new questions there. Jonathan Regan, he's in the chat constantly, along with other amazing traders. And the content, the educational content, keeps growing. So recently we had a membership update, but also we have a video on the 200 moving average. He really zoomed in on it. Like, here's some info. He helped us get even better at using the 200 moving average in different time frames, and also the Dirty 30 scanner. I can't tell you about that because, well, sorry, but you got to join. But if you do implement that in TradingView, you're going to be able to zero in on coins that are about to rock, as you can see right here. Now, with that said, you can watch a video. It's linked in the show notes. It's basically Become a Successful Trader, Discover the 5 Pillars to Success. But basically, their education, methodology, discovery, support, and automation. One of the most important things really is support. You need to have a crew to trade with. And so once you become part of the blockchain education family, you've got a 24-hour chat and you are hanging out with people who actually really care about your success. And everybody's chatting and we're comparing charts, and there's always experts in there to really help. But it's not always an expert that can help. You're going to find yourself helping others. You're going to be an expert before you know it. So I hope you sign up. Look, these are some recent calls. These are a couple days old, so I'm not showing anybody anything that just happened. But look at that. These are gains. And if you want it, you could have been auto-entered into these, or you could have entered into them manually. Now, we also have a weekly newsletter that shows all the wins, all the gains. So basically, look at that. The last couple weeks, we've had these are the average gains. Boom, I don't want to show you too much. This is for members only. But top 10 performers for the week. Boom. These are all calls that everybody was in, who chose to be in. Either manually entered or they were auto-entered in the hybrid system. So hey, look, blockchain education, let's make money. Let's build something great together. I hope to see you there. I'm Cowboy Craig in the chat.